So you've decided to move to Mexico, but where in Mexico? Even if you've already pegged down a specific city, where do you choose to live within that city? Puerto Vallarta, like many places, is not just one destination. It's dozens of micro neighborhoods, each with its own vibe. Whether you're looking for luxury, local flavor, or laid-back surf town life, let me help you find your perfect match. This video serves as a guide on where to live in Puerto Vallarta and its surrounding areas. Whether you're considering a move, investing in a property, or simply exploring, we'll walk you through the neighborhoods you need to know. Hola, hola, I'm Diani Leal, real estate broker and investment consultant based in Puerto Vallarta and Banderas Bay, Mexico. And this channel is brought to you by Diani My Investment Realty, which is brokered by EXP. Before we get started, please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. It really helps me continue creating content for you, and it helps me continue to reach more people. And also, if you're interested in relocating to Puerto Vallarta or you want to start searching for properties, please don't hesitate to reach out. I would love to help. All of my contact info is in this video description, on my channel bio, and pinned to the comments to make it easy for you to get in contact with me. Today, we're going to utilize my website as a platform to give us a base to explore Puerto Vallarta and surrounding areas. So let's dive in. So the first part is, of course, the heart of the region, which is Puerto Vallarta. And of course, it's the famous part that you're used to hearing about, the part that you're looking for, the part that you have most likely stumbled across, and what everybody refers to Puerto Vallarta and surrounding areas as PV. So let's get started, starting in the south part of Puerto Vallarta and moving north. I've broken PV into 4 primary coastal communities, and we're going to start at the southernmost one, which is the Conchas Chinas area. Nicknamed the Beverly Hills of Vallarta, Conchas Chinas is nestled between the jungle and the sea, with winding cobblestone streets, gated communities, and multi-million-dollar ocean view homes and condos. It's a peaceful, exclusive escape just minutes from the famous romantic zone. This neighborhood is for you if you want panoramic views, luxury living, and privacy, while still being close to the action. And for investors, Conchas Chinas is ideal for luxury vacation rentals and long-term appreciation. Inventory is limited, and high-end travelers love this area for its seclusion and prestige. Moving north on the coast, we hit downtown Puerto Vallarta and the romantic zone. This includes El Centro, Cinco de Diciembre, all of those areas kind of grouped together to form the downtown PV that we know and love. This really is the heart of Puerto Vallarta. Historic charm, art galleries, street food, the Malecon boardwalk, and beach access all in one walkable neighborhood. This neighborhood is for you if you love culture, nightlife, and being in the middle of all the action. It's perfect for those who don't mind some noise and want a vibrant and walkable social lifestyle. It is also the gayborhood of PV, so if you're looking for the gay scene, this is your jam. And for investors, Centro and the romantic zone are your best bet if you're willing to spend a little bit more for an immediate return instead of playing the long game in more emerging regions. This area shows high occupancy, year-round tourism, and strong appreciation potential due to limited space. There are some pretty great finds in the El Centro and Cinco de Diciembre neighborhoods, as well for both vacation rentals and appreciation potential. The romantic zone also boasts the highest returns for flips if you're looking to buy renovate, and resell. This is going to be especially promising if you can find a good multi-unit fixer-upper. In the romantic zone, there is a pretty solid demand for really small condos in the 400 to 700 square foot range, which wouldn't necessarily be attractive options in other areas, and it gives you the opportunity to maximize both your space that you have to work with and your return. This is pretty much the only area that I've seen in PV where the purchase of the property and then all of the additional investments in the remodelation and the resale, all the transaction costs, can still bring you a pretty good profit margin. So romantic zone is where you're going to want to look as an investor if that's the kind of business model you're interested in. So moving up north, now we're gonna hit Fluvial, Vallarta, and the Versalles area, which is a little bit more inland than some of the other coastal neighborhoods that we've pinpointed, but not much. It's a pretty central location, and it also includes some other neighborhoods such as Versalles and Gaviotas. Fluvial is a planned modern neighborhood with parks, wide streets, schools, and shopping. It's where the famous Co's are, Costco and Petco. Versailles, which is Fluvial's neighbor, is a little more eclectic and trending. It's a foodie hotspot with a growing mix of locals and foreigners. This neighborhood is for you if you want everyday convenience without being in the tourist zone. It's great for families, digital nomads, and full-time residents. And it's pretty affordable with a wide range of options. For investors, it's important to know that this neighborhood is on the rise. Boutique hotels, trendy condos, and up-and-coming developments offer strong long-term ROI and definite appreciation. The rental income in this area is not as strong as the downtown area, both with your average daily rate and your occupancy rate, but it's on a pretty solid growth trajectory due to the convenient location, the proximity to the beach, and the economic activity of the area. So it's a pretty promising area to keep your eyes on. Okay, so next up, moving north, we have Hotel Zone and Marina Vallarta. I group these together because they're right next to each other and pretty connected in a lot of ways. Marina Vallarta is an upscale resort-style community with golf and a marina and waterfront condos. It's also where PV's most prestigious international school, the American School, is located. So it's convenient for parents that are interested in that school as well. It's quiet, the streets are very wide, and it just has a very tranquil and upscale appeal. The hotel zone stretches south along the coast with high-rise buildings, shopping centers, and quick access to downtown PV. This area is for you if you want security, ocean access, proximity to amenities, and golf. It's for investors. The hotel zone has pretty strong demand for short-term rentals. And Marina Vallarta appeals to more established buyers and retirees with stable and rising value and pretty low vacancy. So for part two, we're heading up to the Banderas Bay. This is a little confusing because more than one person has asked me before, but isn't everywhere the Banderas Bay? Because technically the Banderas Bay is the actual bay area. However, the city in Nayarit that's just north of Puerto Vallarta is actually named the Banderas Bay, or the Bahía de Banderas, and that's the official municipality of the region, the Banderas Bay. So I've broken the Banderas Bay into 3 different areas. So let's go into the Banderas Bay area, which is in the state of Nayarit, north of Puerto Vallarta's International Airport and right across the Ameca Bridge, which connects the states of Jalisco, where Puerto Vallarta is located, and the Banderas Bay area of Riviera Nayarit. Our first stop after the bridge is Nuevo Vallarta and the Jarretaderas area. Nuevo Vallarta is a master-planned, clean, and family-friendly gated community which features golf courses, wide bike paths, and one of the longest beaches in the bay. Just inland and a little bit south of Envy is Jarretaderas, which offers a more local, authentic feel with quick access to the perks of nearby resorts. And it's ideal for those who want to be close to the action without necessarily the premium price tag and don't necessarily want to be right on the coast, which is what Nuevo Vallarta will give you. Jarretaderas adds diversity to the area with affordable homes and a growing community vibe, and also has walkable access to the beach and a lot of new residential development. This region is for you if you want resort-style living, newer infrastructure, and easy access to everything without the hustle of the cities. For investors, it's a top spot for vacation rentals and long-term leases. Properties tend to be newer and well-maintained, making it lower stress for long-distance ownership. Jarretaderas in particular is gaining attention from savvy investors looking for lower entry points and high long-term return near luxury zones. It's also where the famous Vedanta Resort and Vedanta World Amusement Park is located, which is sure to bring several visitors to the region. Okay, so next up, Mezcales and Valle Dorado. So Mezcales is the whole area, but there's also the specific Mezcales neighborhood, which is on the coastal side of the highway, but will never connect to the beach because there is a wildlife reserve between the Mezcales area and the actual coast. And then on the other side of the highway is the Valle Dorado region. Both of these regions are kind of grouped together into one, which is the Mezcales area. But locally, it'll be referred to as Mezcales or downtown Mezcales and Valle Dorado. These areas are emerging and residential communities and are very close to both Bucerías and Nuevo Vallarta, with easy access to big stores, restaurants, and main highways. They're not beachfront, so they're a lot more affordable, and also have a little bit of local flair. Don't be surprised if you're driving through the roads of Mezcales and they are dirt roads that are scattered with chickens. And if you're driving around in Valle Dorado, just know that it has the nickname from the local community as Bache Dorado, which means pothole Dorado. So that gives you an idea of the streets and the conditions of the neighborhoods themselves. But the actual location is really convenient. It's very close to everything. And in the Valle Dorado area, there is just everything you could need, really. Stores, restaurants, and tons of community activities. I bring my kids there to school regularly, and I actually live in the Mezcales region just for the affordability and the convenience of the location. These are ideal areas if you want value and convenience, and a good fit for you if you're looking for year-round living and a lower price point than the properties in the coastal areas. And for investors, these areas are underrated, with new developments, available land plots, and infrastructural improvements driving demand. And rental markets are growing in the region among local professionals and foreigners to Mexico looking for a low-key lifestyle at an affordable price point. And when it comes to appreciation, let's just say the property values in these regions are going up at a pretty rapid and significant rate. Okay, so finally, what you've been waiting for is a Bucerías. I just want to say that I stayed in Bucerías for a week at an Airbnb with a close friend of mine, and her mom was supposed to join us and was interested in purchasing property and looking for a good retirement community and a place where she could really spend about a month or a couple months a year in the winter and truly enjoy herself. I knew she loved Bucerías and suggested she stay there, and she invited her daughter to come along, and she wound up not being able to make it. And her daughter is a close friend of mine, and so she was staying by herself in the Airbnb and invited my kids and I to join her for that week. And then she wouldn't be alone, and we could all do this vacation together. I had the time of my life. Bucerías in the high season is poppin'. It was really fun. There's just so many activities every day. Everything is walkable. The streets are very safe. There's barely any cars, just people riding their bikes and walking everywhere. The property values in Bucerías, especially in the Golden Zone area, can be quite high. And for a while, I just didn't really get the hype about Bucerías. But let me tell you, after I stayed there for a week and in a great part of the Golden Zone, just a block from Karen's restaurant, if you know that area, I fell in love with Bucerías. It is a really special and very fun, cool place. Another thing I want to mention is if you go to East Bucerías, which is on the other side of the highway and actually extends pretty far out, that's where you have this rural vibe and you can actually get some pretty big land plots or have a big backyard or a big house. There might be horses riding around. I mean, it's pretty rural and it's also kind of close to PV. So if you're looking for that kind of lifestyle, East Bucerías might be a great place for you. And when we're talking about the more well-known part of Bucerías, which is Bucerías Centro and the Golden Zone, it is a laid-back beach town with a walkable center, artisan markets, and a tight-knit foreign and local community. Cobblestone streets lead to great restaurants, cafes, and a calm beach that's perfect for paddleboarding. This neighborhood is for you if you want that small town vibe with big charm. It's great for retirees, artists, or anyone looking for authenticity and ocean breezes. And for investors, Bucerías offers excellent returns on beachfront rentals, high demand during snowboard season especially, and a growing number of boutique condo developments for pre-sale opportunities and vacation rentals primarily. Okay, so now let's talk about the outskirts. I have a couple of notes about this category. Most are up north, and then we have Mismaloya, which is further away from everything, but it really is not Puerto Vallarta, and it's a little bit further removed from the downtown area. Also, La Cruz isn't that far from anything. It's actually really, really close to Bucerías, but it's kind of on the outskirts when you think of what the heart of the whole region is as a whole, and you're also including PV. It really goes from Conchas Chinas up to Bucerías, and then we're kind of looking at the more outlying areas. So that's where we've got. We're going to start at La Cruz because that's kind of where we were going, and it's really, really close to Bucerías. So on your northern outskirts, we have La Cruz de Guanacaste, Punta Mita, Sayulita, and San Pancho. La Cruz de Guanacaste is a quaint fishing town turned into a yachty haven and is home to the Marina Riviera Nayarit, which is one of Mexico's most sophisticated and developed marinas. It is also home to a very well-known fish market and a Sunday market. And one of the things I love the most about La Cruz is the development of the marina itself really took that primary culture and that economy, which was fishing for that village and for the town of La Cruz de Guanacaste, and incorporated it into the development of the town by providing jobs for fishermen. The fishermen largely manage the marina area, and also these fishermen provide fish to the local market, and you have a wide variety of very fresh fish, and it just still maintains its identity as a fisher village while also developing on the economic end as well. It is home to the famous Cruz Sunday Market, which if you've never been, you absolutely do have to go to at least once, but I assure you, you will go back again. And it just is these stores that are lined up along this pier, which has this incredible view and is surrounded by the ocean. It's a pretty special place, and it's a small town and a very quaint vibe. So if you are considering Bucerías, but you think that might be a little bit too much action, La Cruz might be perfect for you. It's quieter and much more laid back. And for investors, it's great for marina view condos or boutique homes with rental potential tied to sailing tourism, and also beachfront developments, where a lot of the beachfront is much more expensive and harder to find. The Tizati area, which is located between La Cruz de Guanacaste and Bucerías, still has some pretty great opportunities to buy at a relatively affordable rate, what is pretty much destined to be a luxury property market. Okay, so north of the Cruz, we have Punta Mita, which already is a luxury destination market. Punta Mita is ultra exclusive. Think luxury resorts, celebrity villas, and exclusive beach clubs. This neighborhood is for you if you're looking for high-end privacy, luxury, and golf cart only communities on the beach. For investors, expect high buy-in and high yield. It's great for luxury vacation rental portfolios or second homeowners seeking prestige. I've also seen the highest possible returns of anywhere in the region for vacation rental properties that are 5, 6, 7 bedrooms in Punta Mita specifically. And I'm talking high returns, like $500,000 a year with 95% occupancy. So I'm not really sure exactly what the business models is for these, but I do imagine probably partnering with some sort of group travel destination or exclusive event or something like that. So that's a real opportunity when it comes to getting a return in Punta Mita, but you really have to be willing to throw down a fair amount of cash up front. Okay, so moving on to Sayulita, which is lively, colorful, and a surfer's paradise with boho vibes and beach parties. This neighborhood is for you if you want barefoot luxury and artisan markets and a surfer lifestyle. It's very laid back and very friendly. It's a small community and it's pretty removed from things. So you're not really gonna even be able to go to the grocery store that frequently. You just get everything the old-fashioned way, like bread from the baker and meat from the butcher, and shop at local markets. It's a very type of live off the land community vibe, and it's a very special place. It's actually designated as one of Mexico's Pueblo Mágicos. For investors, Sayulita is consistently booked. Think boutique hotels, hostels, and Airbnb-friendly casitas. And there are a fair amount of opportunities in this region, just like in Romantic Zone, to get a fixer-upper multi-unit place and build on it to either resell individually or create a hostel or hotel or vacation rental environment, which could pretty much be a cash cow in the area. Okay, so San Pancho, my personal favorite, also officially known as San Francisco, is Sayulita's quieter sister. Culturally rich, slower paced, and deeply community driven. It's very small town and it's very clean and nice. The stores there are a little bit more expensive. It's slightly more upscale in that way than Sayulita. The beach is never crowded. There aren't as many people that are asking for money or aggressively trying to get you to buy things from them on the beach. And maybe you could tell I'm a little biased and probably venting a little because that's my least favorite thing about the beach in Sayulita. San Pancho is for you if you want tranquility, yoga, and a pretty strong art scene. For investors, it's a boutique ecotourism and wellness retreat type of vibe, and those do really well in the area. Okay, so now we're going to move all the way down south to the south of Conchas Chinas, which is Mismaloya. Mismaloya is surrounded by lush jungle and dramatic coastline. It's peaceful, it's naturally stunning, and it just has a very magical vibe. It's also where the famous Night of the Iguana was filmed. This neighborhood is for you if you crave nature, quiet, and stunning scenery, and you don't want to be in the city. You want to be just outside, maybe 15, 20 minutes away. For investors, Mismaloya offers unique luxury rental opportunities with cliffside villas and jungle lodges, which are ideal for a niche vacation experience. What you can see about Mismaloya is it's right south of Conchas Chinas, which has these upscale and multi-million-dollar houses and beachfront properties, and it's still relatively underdeveloped and not very touched, and there's a fair amount of plots of land on this rocky coastline that have ocean views, and so there's really a lot of opportunity in that area where you can see that high-rises and boutique hotels are starting to be built. It has a really great opportunity for developers primarily, or if you're looking to do a large estate. because it's just a great tourist destination. You're not going to find as many rentals that are going to give that high of a return in the area. So, Puerto Vallarta and the Banderas Bay offer something for every lifestyle and investment strategy. Whether you're all about beach vibes, culinary scenes, family living, or passive income, there's a perfect place waiting for you here in the area. If you want to explore further, please visit my website, dianimite.com, communities to browse properties and neighborhoods, and you can click on each of those different areas and explore a little bit more on your own time. And of course, please don't hesitate to reach out or drop any comments with your thoughts on this video. I'd love to hear from you, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. Until next time.